People often called me careful when it came to relationships. Careful Craig. They teased me because I never committed. Until I felt completely sure. That changed when I met Vanessa. After 2 years together, I proposed, and our engagement party was planned for last Saturday at her father's country club. Vanessa's family had serious wealth. Her dad, Gerald, an investment banker, made it clear he thought she was settling by choosing me. I owned a landscaping business, not exactly the hedge fund manager he had imagined for his daughter. The party was in full swing when I realized Vanessa had vanished. After searching around, I found her in a coat closet with her arms around her ex, Devon. They were kissing like teenagers, completely unaware of me standing there. Devon saw me first and pulled back. Vanessa turned, and instead of guilt, she rolled her eyes. Seriously, Craig. It's just a goodbye kiss. We have history. When I didn't answer, she snapped. God, don't be such an insecure loser. Devon and I dated for years. We were just getting closure. Devon smirked. Behind her. Yeah, man. Don't make this awkward. Something inside me went cold. I nodded, smiled, and walked away. Craig, Vanessa called after me. Don't you dare make a scene. I didn't. I left quietly, grabbed my jacket, and drove home. My phone instantly blew up with texts from Vanessa saying I embarrassed her and that her father was furious. I turned my phone off and started packing. By 2 a.m., I had loaded my essentials into my SUV. I left the ring on the kitchen counter with a short note. Goodbye, kiss. I stayed at my buddy Tyler's place. He was waiting with a beer and a spare room. The next morning, I woke up to dozens of missed calls, floods of texts, and one voicemail from Gerald screaming that I had humiliated his daughter and demanding I call back to fix the disaster. Instead of a messy confrontation, I focused on actions and consequences. Over the next few days, I moved the rest of my belongings while Vanessa was at work, leaving my key next to the ring. Gerald called again, but his tone was suddenly polite. Craig, I think there's been a misunderstanding. Please call me back so we can discuss this like gentlemen. I didn't reply. Instead, I contacted the wedding vendors and cancelled everything. Despite Gerald's money, I had insisted on paying my share, so I had put down most of the deposits. I managed to cancel without trouble, and some vendors even offered partial refunds once I explained. Vanessa's messages shifted from rage to begging. Please talk to me. It wasn't what it looked like. We need to discuss this in person. The most revealing one. Read, Devon means nothing. He was just there, and it happened. Don't throw away what we have over something so small. I finally replied, I'm not throwing away what we had. You already did. She later showed up at my job site. I was with a client when her Mercedes pulled up. She stormed over, ignoring everyone. You need to stop this childish silent treatment, she snapped. We're getting married in 4 months. I walked her back to her car. We're not getting married, I said calmly. I've already cancelled the vendors. Her face shifted from anger to shock. You what? I ended everything. You can't do that. My father already invited his business partners. Then you and Devon will have to figure it out. She slapped me, hard enough that my client noticed. Screw you. I was going to say it was a mistake, that Devon caught me off guard, but now I'm glad you saw it. You never deserved me. Anyway. As she turned to leave, I said, you're more upset about the cancelled wedding than losing me. She had no answer. Later, Gerald called again. This time I answered. Craig, he said with a controlled voice. We need to discuss this. There's nothing to discuss. Don't be rash. Everyone makes mistakes. Vanessa is very sorry. Is she sorry it happened, or sorry I caught her? After a pause, he said, look, I understand. You're hurt, but perhaps we could reach an arrangement to keep this quiet. Ah. You offering to bribe me into marrying your daughter after she cheated? I wouldn't call it that. I'm offering compensation for your distress. I laughed and hung up. That evening, Devon texted. This is Devon. We should talk, man to man. Blocked. Strangely, I wasn't even angry anymore. Just done. 2 weeks later, things escalated. I blocked Vanessa everywhere. I didn't let her keep the ring, it was my grandmother's. I told friends what happened only when they asked. After refusing Gerald's arrangement, he appeared at my office. Uninvited. My assistant looked uneasy as she called me out. Gerald sat in our reception, out of place in his expensive suit. We need to talk, he said. In my office, he got straight to business. I've been looking into your company, he began with a smirk. You've done well for your background. What do you want? Gerald, you have loans on your equipment. You've also bid on the West View Park project. He smiled thinly. Did you know I'm on the board that approves those contracts? My stomach clenched. But I stayed calm. Are you threatening my livelihood because I won't marry your unfaithful daughter? I'm only reminding you that actions have consequences. Vanessa made a mistake. One kiss, and you're punishing her by shaming our family. One kiss that I happened to see. I corrected. And I'm not punishing anyone, I'm protecting myself. Gerald leaned closer. Be reasonable. The wedding can be delayed, not cancelled. Why are you so desperate for this marriage to happen? I asked, cutting him off. You never even liked me. Something shifted across his face. Worry. Vanessa wants this marriage, he insisted. No, she doesn't. She wants a wedding. There's a difference. That's when it clicked. This wasn't about Vanessa's happiness or even family pride. After Gerald left, reminding me of the Westview bid, I called my friend Marcus, who worked at a firm connected to Gerald's contracts. Can you check on anything unusual with Gerald Bennett's company? Marcus called back an hour later. Dude, how did you know? Not public yet, but there are rumors. Discrepancies in their quarterly reports. The SEC is sniffing around. Suddenly Gerald's desperation made sense. He needed the marriage to project stability while under financial heat. I texted him, I know about the SEC. No reply. The next day, the Westview Park board approved my bid. Meanwhile, Vanessa started telling everyone I was controlling and jealous, that she'd escaped our relationship. Friends called, worried. I just told them the truth. I caught her kissing her ex and walked away. Then the real shocker came. Devon's girlfriend reached out on Instagram. Her name was Ariel, and she had proof. Devon's been cheating on me with Vanessa for months, she wrote. Not just a goodbye kiss. I found messages. We met for coffee and she showed me everything, text spanning 6 months. Hotel meetups, explicit chats, future plans. In one message, Vanessa wrote, Craig is just a stepping stone. He has connections for my design career. Once I'm established, we can be together. Ariel and I compared notes. The night before my engagement party, Devon had promised to dump Ariel so he and Vanessa could be together. That goodbye kiss I saw was them celebrating their plan. What will you do with this? Ariel asked. Nothing, I said. I don't need to. Truth reveals itself. And it did. Vanessa's best friend, Jessie, called. We'd always gotten along. I can't believe what she did to you, she said. She's telling people you were abusive, that you Controlled her money and isolated her. You know that's not true. Of course I do. That's why I'm calling. I've known about her and Devon for a while. I should have told you. She paused, then added, I sent you an email. It was an invite to Vanessa's freedom celebration party that weekend. She'd invited everyone, including Devon. I forwarded the invite to Gerald. No comment. 10 minutes later, Gerald called. What do you want? His voice was tight. Nothing. Just thought you should know what your daughter is planning while you're busy saving her engagement. He hung up. I wasn't going to that party, obviously. Life was moving forward. The apartment sale was underway. The Westview project was starting. I even had coffee with someone new, no pressure, just pleasant conversation. Sometimes the best revenge is letting people reveal themselves. 3 months passed. People kept asking for closure. So here it is. Vanessa's party backfired. According to Jesse, Gerald showed up uninvited just as Vanessa and Devon were cozy on the dance floor. He caused a scene, dragging Vanessa outside for what witnesses called a nuclear argument. Apparently, Gerald's company troubles were worse than suspected, and Vanessa's behavior was making them heavier. The next week, the news broke. Gerald's company was under federal investigation. Their stock plunged 60% in one day. Vanessa tried contacting me again, writing a long email about making the biggest mistake of her life and needing my support during this family crisis. I ignored it. Devon vanished once the Bennett fortune collapsed. Ariel told me he even tried to get back with her, claiming Vanessa chased him, but she wasn't fooled. My business thrived. The Westview project was a success, leading to 2 more city contracts. I hired more staff and moved into a bigger office. About 6 weeks ago, I was having dinner with Eliza, the woman I'd mentioned before. We're dating now. That's when Vanessa walked in with friends. She spotted me instantly and came over. Craig, she said with fake cheerfulness. How are you? I'm good. Vanessa. This is Eliza. Eliza smiled politely, but stayed quiet. After a pause, Vanessa said, I've been thinking about you. Maybe we could talk sometime. Foreclosure. One of her friends called. Vanessa, your dad's on the phone. He says it's urgent. Panic flashed across her face. I have to take this, but call me, okay? After she left, Eliza raised an eyebrow. So, that's the famous Vanessa. That's her. I confirmed. She seems intense. We both laughed. I never called Vanessa. Last week, Gerald pled guilty to securities fraud. News outlets reported his liquidating assets, including the country club where our engagement was held. Jesse told me Vanessa had to move out of our old place into something much smaller. She even took a corporate job, abandoning her dream of a design studio. She still talks about you, Jesse said. You're the one who got away. I'm not the one who got away, I told her. I'm the one who walked away. There's a difference. I don't take joy in their downfall. What happened wasn't my doing. It was the result of their own choices. I'm just grateful I saw the truth before legally joining their family. As for me, life's good. Eliza and I are taking things slow. My business is booming. I even adopted a dog, a rescue lab mix named Remy. My grandmother's ring is back in its box, waiting for the right person. Maybe it's Eliza. Maybe someone I haven't met yet. No rush. Sometimes the worst moments lead exactly where we need to be. That goodbye kiss turned out to be my hello to a better future.